once you've started AutoCAD, before you start a drawing, we're going to look at some of the basics on our screen. One of those is the application button, and if you select on that application button, there's a drop down arrow, and you will see that a lot in AutoCAD where they have things embedded, and those little drop down arrows should bring up an actual menu that goes with AutoCAD. And you'll see on that menu you have open options, new options, converting, recover, and then you also have search and a list of documents that are already there, plus you can exit AutoCAD. So just know that that application button is always there, but AutoCAD usually gives you 2 or 3 different ways to go about opening and saving and closing your files. On the main screen, of course, starting a new drawing, you can do that by selecting from the Getting Started screen. You also have the option to start a new drawing from what's considered the Quick Access toolbar. This is the Quick Access toolbar. So if you start a new drawing from there, you're going to start it basically the same way as if you had selected Start Drawing from the middle of your screen. You also have an Open option from that Quick Access toolbar. You have an Open option from the middle of your startup screen. You have a pull-down menu option on that Quick Access where you can hide and show extra menu options. So you have a pull-down menu option. You can also change what's on that Quick Access. So you can open from a vault, which I don't use a vault, so I can turn that off if I wanted. And you can use a sheet set. And you also see Open Sheet Set on that main screen. So I'm just going to simply select Start Drawing. So that you can go in and now look at the drawing window that you have available. Yours may look a little different than mine. I use mine all the time. I didn't just download. So we're going to go in and we're going to learn how to customize a lot of our window. But I want you to again be familiar back with the top, the application button, and then you have additional quick access tools that are there once you start a drawing. So you have save, save as, plot, undo, redo, and I have turned on some extras on mine. One is called properties and one is called workspace. And currently this is your workspace, and there's different versions of workspaces. One for drafting, one for 3D modeling, and one that you can customize. You still have a customizable drop down, so you can change what icons you see on that quick access toolbar. So that's how I've turned those two on. You also have the option to show or hide menu bar. Yours will say show, mine says hide because I already have mine turned on. Basically that menu bar that you're seeing is this option for File, Edit, View, Insert, Format, Tools, Draw, Dimension, Modify, etc. These are the extra tools. Sometimes it is quick to go up to one of those toolbars, pull up that menu, and go through the list of all the options that AutoCAD has available. So if I wanted to start another new drawing, or let's say I wanted to close this drawing, I have that option here. So that's why those pull-down menus are helpful to have open. Then below that are all the different ribbons: Home, Insert, Annotate, Parametric, View, Manage. These switch out all the different tool icons that you'll have in AutoCAD. Below that you have what looks like these squares. This is called a grid. We will talk more about grid and snap a little bit later, but this is our basic drawing area. And you'll notice that you have what's called a coordinate icon, user coordinate icon on this corner that represents a directional X and a directional Y. You'll see a red line that represents X and a green line that represents Y. Where those two intersect and where that icon usually sits in that lower corner is representative of allowing you to visualize Cartesian coordinate system. So we will have another lesson on Cartesian coordinate system on how you track X and Y. But if you did basic graphing math in school, then you understand the concept of this is 0, 0, and if I need to locate point 1, 1, I would figure out what this grid amount is and locate that point. Below that is your command line. Now your command line may be sitting out in your screen something like this, or it could be down in the bottom like this. You'll see these series of dots at the end of those bars. If you will grab that and drop that down, you can change how many lines that you see on the command. Basically what you're doing is docking it below your drawing screen. And so I expanded mine so I can read some of the command line options that are showing up. And you'll want to do that because sometimes the commands are going to be at your cursor. Sometimes more information is going to be given at this command prompt at the bottom. Below that we have these tools called Model, Layout 1, Layout 2, and a plus. These are your drawing spaces. We're going to work in model space for most of our drawings, but we will learn how to use Layout 1 and 2 and create multiple layouts by using this plus sign. But for now, what you want to stay on is the one that says Model, and that's where we're going to actually be drawing most of our views. You have your status bar across the bottom. You may or may not be seeing this coordinate display, but we will show you how to turn those on and off. You will see here where you have another option that shows that you are on the Model tab, and then you'll see it called Paper Space. The layouts, once you're on a layout, you can be in Model or you can be in Paper. So that is why that button is there. You have a Grid button and a Snap button. We have what's called a Dynamic Input button. And again, if you don't see all of these on yours, we will go back and we're going to turn and make sure everyone has the same buttons. You'll see Ortho Mode, Polar Tracking, and you'll see all these different various tools across there. At the very end, you'll see these 3 bar lines called Customization, and this is how we'll go in and turn those on. So anything that currently has a check mark has an icon represented on that status bar. If it doesn't have the check, then it's not being represented. So in your particular case, if you're not seeing those coordinates showing up, that's because this coordinates is not checked. And those coordinates relate to where your cursor is on your screen based on X and Y. At the top in the center, you have showing Drawing 1, or AutoCAD is your version, then drawing1.dwg. That is the name of the file that you're currently on. When you start AutoCAD, they start naming them Drawing 1, Drawing 2, Drawing 3, until you've renamed them. You have a Help Search tool, so you can go through and type in phrases and go in and search. You can also sign in to Autodesk 360 online services if you have that. But at the very end of this, you'll see 2 different sets of minimize icons, maximize icons, and close icons. The larger ones across the top bar are minimizing entire AutoCAD. Closing all of AutoCAD. The one below that just minimizes that drawing and allows you to open or start another drawing. This is a multi-drawing format, so you can work between drawings. You can start a drawing, leave it open, go to a different drawing, work on it, save it, go back and forth between. So all you'll need to be able to do is minimize. When you minimize, they will place those drawings down in that corner, and you'll be able to maximize again. And then you'll be able to just close simply whatever drawing you're working on by using that smaller X. So always be familiar when you're selecting this, one closes the drawing, one closes the software package. Usually if you've had any drawing started and you hit the close, it's going to prompt you if you want to save the drawing or not save the drawing. So it's not easy to lose your drawing work right at the beginning unless you accidentally hit that X and then say no, you don't want to save, and it automatically closes. You have what we call a navigation wheel. This is primarily used in 3D modeling, so we're not really going to get into it a lot, But what you always want to have in this basic first drafting course when we start creating 2D drawings is this needs to always say top. North will always point and be at the top of that screen. So your orientation for your X and Y axis to the screen that you're on is north and top. Then to the side we have what we use tools called pan. We have a zoom tool option. We have orbit, which is a 3D option, and we have some video stop motion, which is also 3D. And then you have one that is a mini or a full navigation wheel that you can bring out to your screen, which has some of the pan, orbit, has all of them on that same tool. So if I wanted to do a zoom, it brings up my zoom tool. Another good thing to learn right now while you're looking at this screen and orienting yourself is the escape key. A lot of students get started, they start clicking buttons and they see all these boxes and all this stuff going on their screen and they don't know what's happening. The escape key is going to be very useful in closing any activity that you're doing. Basically what it does is just stops and cancels everything that you're working on. So we'll be becoming familiar more with our keyboard. If you've not had a typing class or you don't feel comfortable in typing, now's a good time to kind of look at where your keys are. But we don't spend as much time typing letters as we do the numbers. So becoming familiar with using your number pad, having numlock turned on, and being able to put in coordinates, knowing where the comma is located on the bottom of your keypad, less than sign is important, unit marks, which we use feet and inches in architectural, learning where some of those keys are on your keyboard is very important. We do have some hotkeys that we'll use. For instance, if I wanted to draw a line right now, I could hit L and enter, and it would automatically put me into that command without me having to go up and look for the icon that goes with the line command. So just be familiar. We're going to learn about some of those type-ins. You also have function keys. Each of these little status bar options, if you'll notice, if you select down near them or hover on top of the key, it'll show you what this is for. So this is grid. So these little squares on your drawing screen are a grid. So if I want them turned off, I could hit that icon on that status bar, or I could hit F7. So you'll see that there are function keys that also allow you to change out parts of your screen.